Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back to the wheat field. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. A beautiful day. I pray for you all. Yes, I have some divine feminine oracle cards out. Yes, y'all. Bring some love into the day. Again, I pray y'all having a beautiful weekend. And this Saturday is just turning out really well for you guys. I just want to try to adjust this here camera. There we go. We got some light now, y'all. There we go. There we go. How y'all doing? Yes. Thank you guys again so much for coming back and returning here to this space and getting anything from the messages that the source would have me send on to you all. The most high. I am feeling this bottom card. So I'm going to take it off and just sit it over here to the side as we chat through our welcome again for coming back and sharing space and time with me, getting anything that the spirit might offer, and what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Please leave it. Please leave it. I understand that we are all on our separate pathways, and these messages are just for the general wheat field. You know how it go. So yeah. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. I appreciate every single one of you. I received a comment today that made me stop and think. And I even had to go into the spirit and ask. I received a split on my card, so I'm just going to hold my finger right there. Yeah, and this beautiful energy. And I received a comment in love that just warning me in terms of how we pull all of these messages together, and then also work the energy, the light that is inside of us, and is that in conflict with the most high, right? Is there anything that I should be concerned about from that standpoint? And so I had to sit in the spirit and ask, because of course, if you guys see these readings, please go back to my early sessions. We definitely have one about this very topic, right? So we spoke from First Samuel, starting from First Samuel 6, I think, all the way through 12. And in that story, the spirit is really, the messenger is telling us about this incident where Saul and his servant was advised to go to the seer, right? A man of God, and in that time, they called a seer a prophet. So never do I proclaim to be anything, but we do have examples in the word of many people, Isaiah, Elijah, again, this person that Saul and his servant went to go see. I don't think they really called his name out particular in the text that I can feel and pull out that the spirit is giving me right now. So I can go back and read the text and for remembrance to show thyself approved, for your edification and all. But all of that to say is that many people have been given the ability to convene and sit with spirit and give messages onto those who they're meant and designed for. And your spirit will always bear witness. And that's why every seer that's out here in the tarot community always says, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because your spirit bears witness to the truth. And for us to come into a mindset that the Most High includes everything in creation, and we can see the Most High in all of his attributes in variety and diversity in all of creation, is not an untruthful thing. It is very true. And opening ourselves up to receive the Most High in all of his varieties is one of our tasks that I believe has been told to me. And we do that by digging into our love and appreciation for source, and how source is representing itself through us, through self, and all of every presentation and representation in creation. Loving that, appreciating it, right? Displaying empathy and sympathy and compassion, seeking to understand, right? Seeking understanding. So I only offer to return all energy back to the sender in love and light and peace for the sake of understanding so that we can come to harmony and balance with this here thing. So let's bring some love on in. Let's bring the love divine oracle. Come on, spirit, let's do it. Oh, the princess of mercy. Look at her, y'all. Ain't she just beautiful and right on time? You see, we didn't look at that card there. You know we didn't look. Y'all watching the Princess of Mercy. Yes, have some mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Absolutely. You know, and we had the split here. Do you want the top or the bottom? Bottom is no, yeah, we going right here. This one right here. Oh, the high priestess. Look at her, y'all. That's that split I was feeling. I told you I was gonna put my finger on it and keep it right there. The high priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Ashe, Ashe, spirit, absolutely. I am one with my soul, and I know that my soul contains all the spirits of the Most High. That energy, that light that He called me to be. Oh, yeah, that's what this is. The ever giving, the ever unfolding, the immortal, the everlasting. Yes. Oh, yes. I am aware, fully aware. High priestess. Yes, baby. Yep, that's what's happening. And now we're gonna take up. There we go. There we go. Tell them about it, spirit. The Buddha of enlightenment, enlightened action, enlightened action. Moving from a place of enlightenment, understanding that to be aware, having your lumens increase. Yes, yes, that's the whole thing, people. That's the whole thing. And the only thing, only entity that can increase your lumens is Source itself. And your lumens and your light increases as you make room for those spirits, that which is already built in you, to expand and to flex themselves, to operate in your life. Now, if operating in the spirit is what we consider divination, then we would have to ponder that and think about whether or not that is in line with the Most High. Because the Most High's word said that we could call things that are not as if they are. What do we consider mysticism? What do we consider divination? Let's take it back to the scripture. Scripture says, I walk by faith and not by sight, that all things are possible through the Most High God who strengthens me, the Father who strengthens me. So if I'm walking in that and I'm activated in that and I'm fully believing and locked in and tapped in on that, me being an alchemist and a creator and a co-creator in this here manifestation is definitely not something that we would, well, divination itself is a man-made term. The Most High said that everything comes from spirit and the above comes to the below. So the Most High did not use that term. And if it is in the text, let's talk about how it is used. We can see it's conversation. I love y'all. This right here is for edification for self and to onto other selves and onto the source. You know, we looking at these tears in our life. How are we limited? How are we closed off to receiving the fullness of source, the fullness of self? Are you limiting self by refusing to believe that yes, you too have the ability to create your own life? Sometimes when we refuse to see that we can create our own life, it's because we don't want to see that we have created our own life. Speak to him, spirit. But what does this card say? Enlightened action. Are you moving? Are you acting from a state of enlightenment? Or are you just moving in the dark because we on survivor mode, on life support, and we not tapped in to doing the things that we know makes us feel alive? Are you enlightened in that space? Everything that I do from a standpoint of checking in with the Most High first. If my actions are guided by the Most High God, then I'm moving from an enlightened standpoint because the Most High is who lights my way. We think about how the source brought out the children of Israel out of bondage. At night, when it was dark and they couldn't see, the source lighted their way. He was a light onto them. I understand that my eyes, these physical things, don't see nothing. And I am truly in the dark at all times. So I seek answers and revelation from the source first before I do anything. That way, all of my actions are enlightened. The source enlightens me, it illuminates me, brings forth revelation, stepping into each day, asking for my portion to guide me through what it is I'm supposed to be doing, giving me the courage and the boldness, again, taking those brazen steps and decisions, partnering with the Most High in the most boldest way to step out and do a work that may not always be understood or well received. That is a word. That is truly being, it's walking a pathway, right? That maybe not everybody is going to understand. But this word will be to those who can discern, and it will resonate with you. Your spirit will bear witness. And if there's any conflict regarding that, then study to show thyself approved. Right? That's what we do. All right, so we're going to bring this card in that we've been holding. The goddess of the eternal flame. I am the eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. That's right. We was just saying that the source is the only thing that can make your light brighter each day. You go into each day receiving that day as an opportunity for growth, for learning, for teaching, for expansion. Another day that you get to lift the veil. Another day you get to peel off the layers. Another day you get to be ye not conformed to this world. We take on years of conformity from infancy all the way up until like middle through early adulthood, really. You know, you're taking on conformity, those things that have pretty much shaped your identity, your mindset. And you forget who you are. You forget that you're the wheat. You forget that you are a light that was called by source, by name. That source knows you, that you answered the call when you came into this manifestation, that there's a work for you to do, that you have to come into a remembrance. In order to do that, you need to recognize the fullness of the Most High. It's not only his word is not written only in scripture as revealed onto other messengers who scribed it and recorded it down, but his word is also written in you. That is how, again, your spirit bears witness, how you know what resonates with you and what doesn't. And if you are not in a place where it resonates with you, then you continue to study and convene and to go inside self and sit with the spirits and making sure that what you know is what you know. Or is it a part of the conformity that you've taken on? Because we have this mindset that has been established from a very, very young age. And those things are bounds and chains on our mindset, on our heart, that do need to be addressed and readjusted. Adjustments needing to be made so that we can come and step into our fullness. Because again, we are not operating on full charge. We are not operating on full power. And to get to a fullness, absolutely, spirit, to get to that fullness, you know, we have to come into alignment and get that gunk out, right? Get the gunk out. What is preventing you from truly operating and expanding to give the spirits that you were endowed with, the source material that you were made from, full ability to operate in your life? The goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. That's right. Be curious. Most High said, be diligent, to seek diligent. And diligence doesn't mean to look in one spot. It doesn't. It means to look all around you, to recognize that there's more. And when you have, again, those layers of conformity that causes you to suffer, you need to release it. The layers of conformity that bind you up, that bind your mindset, need to release it. You want to call in more abundance in your life. You're looking around your life to see the state that it's in. How are you creating suffering and bringing it into your life? The inability to open up, to release those things that may not serve you, that do not serve you. Release them so that you can call the abundance into your life. You can release the suffering. You are not called to suffer. Curiosity breeds compassion. If you are curious and have a concern and I compassion, Go and study and show thyself approved. God is a sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. We have been teaching on how the kingdom is inside of you. Everything that you need to manifest, to create your life, to bring in joy, to bring in healing, to bring in peace, to bring in balance and stability and loyalty, the abundance of the entire cosmos live within you. A goddess of sanctuary, no matter where I am, I'm home. You take you with you everywhere. The kingdom is inside of you, and that's home. What we are longing for is home. That's the kingdom, and it's inside of you. We are longing for self. We are longing for source, and we don't feel full and complete. Full, overflowing. Your cup overflow and spilling out. I'm not talking about just breathing and existing. I'm talking about beyond survival. Like we said, our life support, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel vibrant and exuberant and full. That right there is giving on to self. After you release, you're not called to suffer. Release those layers. Release so that you can have room for what is already built within you to expand, to grow. And as you do that on a daily basis, you become brighter and lighter. And yes, you take it with you everywhere. It is internal. It is inside. It's inside. And you can create. You can co-create with source. Co-creation. Again, source leading you, giving you intuition, giving you divine inspiration, giving you those downloads, revealing onto you your highest self, the deepest desires, every good desire in your heart, your highest self. As those revelations come in and you obey instruction, you stay in alignment with the source, with the logos, the creator of all things, your creator, that which called your light, which knows you by light, just like every star knows you. Yes, you have the ability to tap into that, to walk with that Adam walk. Absolutely. Study thyself to be approved. The saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Ashe. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. Yes. Yes. Spirit said, turn it over. And here she go. What did I just say comes out of that? The abundance. The goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Wealth is an inside job, people. Let's talk about what you don't see. Samooncology. Let's talk about what you don't see. Yeah. What don't we see, Spirit? We know that wealth is an inside job because the abundance of everything is on the kingdom, and the kingdom is on the inside of us. And everything that we could ever want and desire is held in the kingdom. So as I enter into the kingdom, which is on the inside of me, I am revealed. Source is revealed onto me. I convene with the source, with the spirit on a daily basis. I convene all the time. I am checked in and tapped in on that Adam type walk relationship with the Most High, asking and seeking all the time. We joke, that's my best friend, that's my dad, that's my love, that's everything to me. Everything. My comforter, my counselor, my provider, my provision, my protection, everything to me. Any and everything that I need, I'm speaking to source first. I told y'all folks to be walking around looking at me like I done lost my mind because I'm talking to myself. I'm talking out loud all the time because I'm talking to spirit all the time. Let's see what it look at the bigger picture. Come on now, Spirit said. Look at the bigger picture. This thing is bigger than what we think it is. It's actually bigger than what we've been told that it is. Look at the tears in your life. Look at the tears in your life. Look at how we got to where we at. Like seriously, this thing didn't start from today. This is history, people. Why is it that again is the truth held from you? Why is it fragmented? Why did one of the pearls that the Most High told us in that script that people don't dig into, we glaze over thinking that diligence is one spot? You don't look for nothing, nowhere in one place. I wouldn't care who it is. It's just not logical sense. It's not even what you do on a daily basis in your normal operation. So why would you separate seeking the Most High from what you would normally do? Again, if you lost your keys, you're not going to keep looking for them keys in one freaking room or in one corner. You're going to go around the house until you find them keys. Because what you think you might know, you may not really know. Come on now. Conclusions are within reach. Absolutely. Conclusions are always in reach when you keep looking, you keep reaching, and the spirit will discern. It will let you know. I promise you that there will be a situation that's going to cause you to look at something different. It's going to be a situation that's going to come that's going to cause you to look at something different, to change your perspective on that thing there. It's going to open you up. It's going to help you relieve one of them layers. And it's going to call you to go seek source in a way that you have never sought source before. And it will open you up to a whole nother level in your relationship, in your walk. And I claim that in the highest good, in love and light, and that it be peaceful and balancing to you. That is what I claim, because that's what I received. Spirit says, work through your fears. It's fearful to think that the Most High only resides in one place, in one kind of way. It does not serve us to think that the Most High is only given on only to one perspective, in one kind of way. That the Most High would not speak to all of his children in various different ways. That's fearful. We don't own the source. The source is given unto all. That source was everything is created from source. Let's really break this thing down again into fundamental basic truths. We can accept that the Most High created all things, but we don't accept that the Most High left a word or an imprint in everything that it created. That doesn't even make logical sense, people. Let's really think about that though. If the source created every single thing, the creator said in the beginning that he created all, called everything out of darkness into the light and created all things. Study Genesis page 1. I'm telling you, if you dig into Genesis page 1, we could put 90% of this mess to rest. Like seriously, we could see sources across all things. So there's an imprint and a word, a piece of source is all things, and all things is source. If it created it, called it out of self. Come on now, because that's a basic truth. Most High God called everything out of itself. So everything is out of source. We take and say that Lucifer, the fallen, was an angel, one of the beautiful ones, talented with a voice that could sing in how many chords and instruments, sang unto the Most High, led the praise until he sought power onto self, right? And wanted praise unto self. And then he became prideful and organized against the Father and was fallen. But we forget that he was an angel made by the Most High. Word says that he says, I create good and evil. All things. All things. So should we not have the ability to look at all things and find the low vibrational and the high vibrational, that which destroys and give onto life? And I could choose. I have the power of life and death in my tongue. So what I speak out is on high vibration, love, light, that which is going to give on and to edify, not only edify to self, but to other selves and on to source. Baby, yeah, that's real. Okay. And yeah, what don't we see? Work through your fears. Work through your fears. It's something in here. That's not it. Which one? Is this it? No. Yep, that's it. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. You are not your story. And you are not the stories that have been told to you. Little do you know. You are something so much more, so much greater. You are a unique expression of the Most High God. And the Most High God made you in his image. He made you in their image. Who's the there? The spirits of source, the spirits of the Most High. If you don't know the spirits of the Most High, then that's another place to go study so you can show yourself approved, so you can understand what are you made of. When they said, let us make man in our image, who was speaking? Dig into that. What image are you made out of? And in our likeness. So if you're made in their likeness, then you have that same likeness. You have, I mean, we both brown skin. And if I'm brown and you brown, we made this, and we could both say that we brown. That's in my likeness. If I'm in a brown, a fleshly vessel, humanoid, that's in a likeness. If this everything, so if everything is made in this, look, y'all, every one of us, we is called by the Most High, made in His likeness, in their image, the spirits of the Lord. Okay? Yes, spirit. All of you and none of me. All of you and none of me. The ability for us to wake up and realize who we are and what you're made out of and what you're able to do, it can be scary because it causes us to have to reconcile that which has been placed on us, what's been given to us since early life age, babes, babe, we've been raised up in this way. And we have to identify again the tears in that. What's limiting you? What's projecting back to you? Even if it make you feel uncomfortable, dig into it again to show thyself approved. You show me wrong. We can have a whole convo about this week because that's what it's for, to edify the field. Because my whole purpose is to help us realize who we are and what you walking with, what power you have, because it's in there. Again, if we believe, we truly believe, because people say they believe, but they don't really believe. When you really believe that source is everything in creation, and the attributes of source, the spirits of source reside in you, that's what you made out of, and you are animated with the breath of life on a daily basis, that's the Holy Spirit, that you walk in all of this, we are calling and claiming and asking for source to give us something that we were made with. We don't need to call the comforter to come in when we were endowed with the ability to comfort. The comfort resides in us. We don't need to ask God to send our joy when joy resides in us. We don't need to ask God to send us might when might resides in us. Are you activating it? Are you giving it room? Are you releasing the bounds and the chains off your mindset and off your heart space so that they can have room to expand and operate in your life? They can't operate when you got chains wrapped around them, when they bound up, when they wrapped up. And I mean, that is the changing and the renewing, the breaking of the chains. Come on, Tasha Cobbs, play that song. Somebody go throw it on and blast it. Break every chain off your mindset, off your heart space, off your gut space, off your root space. Break them chains so that your heart chakra, your crown chakra, your brow chakra can ignite, can activate. Get that sludge out, get an oil change, baby, oil change. Fresh and renewed for this day, so that your portion will allow you to open up, receive, giving and receiving of the abundance of the entire plane. In love and light, using discernment to know what's good and edifying onto self, onto other selves, and onto source. So we can give that back out. So that we can love each other better. We can love each other better. Yes. Yes. Ashe. 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 Spirit said we ain't done. We got some more. We're going to dig into them roots. We're going to go into this root chakra. Dig into that, Holy Spirit. Come on and dig into that. You just threw a card on my lap. I feel it. Yeah. Okay. Spirit says you are not alone. When you see this angel feather, guardian angel, you are not alone. You're not alone, weak. You're not. You're not doing this by yourself. The struggle is because we only partially activated. We running on life support instead of being fully supported by the abundance of life. That's the difference. It's a whole different paradigm when we open up that mindset to know that there is more, and that the Lord and His word and how these things come together so that we can be fully activated and walk in our power is been fragmented. It's hid from you, and your spirit will discern. If there's a rustling and an irritation in your spirit, call it out and see what it's for. Call it out. What do they say? Oh, learning from spiritual experiences. Yes, great teacher. Beautiful, beautiful spirit. Come on and speak to your wheat field. Yes. Learning from spiritual experiences. Something rustling in your spirit. It don't sit right. Study to show thyself approved and see what it is. Are you calling out a piece of conformity that don't want to release? Don't know. You know, it's a reason why it upsets you. Dig into it so you can reveal it and have it revealed onto self. Have it revealed onto self. That's what that is about. Learn from spiritual experiences. You're going through one right now. Your spirit is rustled. It's irritated. Why? Why? What is coming against your spirit that says, this makes me uncomfortable? Because change is uncomfortable. Going into an unknown space, that's uncomfortable. Yeah. But you might need to sit in that uncomfortableness because that's where growth and change takes place. This one, nope. This one, yep. Trust your instincts. Again, spirit will bear witness. Go inside. Your spirit get to rustling and moving. You not for sure what is. Go study to show thyself approved. Go sit in spirit in true meditation and have it revealed onto you. Listen to what the spirit is saying to you, even if it comes against something that you think you thought you knew, something that's been ingrained and indoctrinated against you your entire life. You can't poison somebody with something that they ain't gonna drink. Think about that. You're not gonna poison somebody with something that they won't drink. Think about that. Spirit said, see from a higher perspective. Can you see from a higher perspective? Can you see that there's more? Can you get that eagle eye perspective, or are you right up on it like the mouse? Are you down there on top of it where you can come up a few thousand feet and see this thing from a higher level? Again, we had the moon card come out, y'all. This thing right here, I'm telling you, Spirit says this. Spirit did this, not me. All of Spirit, none of me. See from a higher perspective and look at the bigger picture. This thing is bigger than what we've been told. This thing is bigger than what we've been told. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. Don't let your past hold you back. What's been put on you, what you've been bind up and wrapped up in, what's been layered upon layered and layered upon you. Learn from these spiritual experiences. Because guess what? You will get brighter and brighter every day. Every day. Because you are an internal flame. I'm telling you, you are. Look at the bigger picture. You are one with your soul. I don't know how else to say it, y'all. I'm telling you. Hold this space. Stay right there. You feeling the kind of way? Stay right there. But trust your instincts, right? And show thyself approved. Go study. Study. Study to show thyself approved. You will find it. You convene with the teacher because, again, the Most High, Spirit will bear witness. You seek, you will get lessons. They're going to come in. Lessons are going to come so that you can broaden your perspective, so that you can see a bigger picture. You can see how the Most High operates on all of the planes, across all of His creation, across all of Source creation, is Source operating. So if you are able to see how Source operates across the entire plane of creation and look at that and see how does that pertain to you, to self, that you can see self in everything across creation, That's a spiritual experience that's definitely going to be able to do this. Help you look at the bigger picture, because that's what you don't see. That's what you can't see. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all just like I love me. I do. And I bring these messages in this way because that's how Source give them to me. When I say knock me upside my head with these messages, oh yeah, help me see the bigger picture, work, move through my fears. Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So therefore, you guys, I love y'all. Study to show thyself approved. Even if you just start on Genesis and dig into page, I'm just saying, Genesis chapter 1, 1 through 31. Study it. Study it. And then you can go into chapter 2 and just only move through the bottom of page 1 of Genesis. I think there's what, like chapter 2, 1 through 5 or 6 or something like that on first page of Genesis. Dig into it. See how the design laid out and played out. See what you were made from. When they say, let us make man in our image, let us create them male and female. And then he gave you a charge. He told you to go forth, to replenish, to multiply, to subdue, to dominate. Yes, he gave you a charge. He told you what you were made out of. And he told you how you were supposed to go and do those things. It's a whole word in there that's missing. And we have to pull these pieces together so you can see what that word is, because it's something in that allows you to do those things. What are they, we? Are they the source material that you were made from? Like that spirit of might that's in you? Oh yeah. That intellect that's in you? Oh yeah, it's there. That joy that's in there? Look up the spirits and see what you were made from, we. I'm telling you, you are the we. And the relationship that you need to have starts in chapter 2. That Adam walk, walking with God on a daily basis. Like it ain't nothing between me and Source. Nothing between me and Source, because it's only me and Source out here. That's the walk. It's only me and Source out here, because I see everything as the Most High. Everything is God. So in this daily walk, all I see is the Most High. Me, self, Source, which is a part of Source, and the Most High is nothing but me and Source out here. That relationship, me consciously walking with Source all day long. And if I approach everything as it is Source, the Most High God, that's moving in love and light, baby. All I do is move in sympathy, compassion, empathy, seeking understanding, always convening with Source first. I don't understand, Source. I just got presented with something that just made me feel a kind of way. Can you answer this for me? Can you? I'm wrestling with this. Give me revelation. Is there? Is there? Show thyself approved. Study, people. Study to show thyself approved. Again, we're not listening to just what's coming off of these other folks. Don't even listen to just what's coming off of me in terms of what I'm speaking about. Your source, your understanding of the Most High, any of that. What resonates with you will resonate. What doesn't resonate, you leave it. If it's something that causes you discomfort and wrestling, go study to show thyself approved. Study, but study diligently, because Source says to be diligent. And we all know to be diligent doesn't mean to look in one place. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love you just like I love me. And I love me because I love Source. Until the next time, y'all, Ashe.